I've had the unique opportunity to work with several special forces groups and special teams, including the Navy SEALs. And the Navy SEALs have a saying, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And I think it's their secret behind the 98% success rate. While other special forces units focus on speed, SEALs invest 3 times longer in preparation and rehearsal. What mistakes are you making by trying to outrun your problems instead of outsmarting them? Companies that rush through strategic planning are 4 times more likely to fail in new markets, and their employees are 72% more likely to miss critical warning signs. The pace of business isn't set now by how fast you can move. It's set by how well you can move. One of the things I do is I run a leadership conference for high school students in Georgia every year. I'm one of the facilitators. There are people who do the logistics. And I get the opportunity to go down with a gentleman who was in the Navy SEALs and teaches all the kids about leadership. And it's fascinating to watch him as he, who has done now probably 10 or 15 years in a row, working with different high school students. But he always sits down and he does the plan. He works through the plan. He's got it written down, but it's still, he goes through it with the group. We walk through it. We actually do a dry run so that we all know what's going on. We all know where it is. And just his attitude of the conscious, careful planning, a regular conscious, careful planning is huge. And it's permeates his whole being, it permeates his whole idea. If we could slow down to speed up is one of the ways that he talks about it. And if you think about it, we always are in this go, 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 want to move faster moment. Instead, what we really want to do is slow down. Give ourselves some time, give ourselves some energy to really get it right. Because as we speed up, as we are trying to interact, as we're trying to do this sort of thing, we start to make mistakes. We start to not be aware of what's going on. We start to not be aware of who's doing it. In many ways, what we're finding is the interactions that we're making need to be faster and faster. Our information is coming faster. We're working with less and less information. And instead of reacting immediately to everything we need to know, we need to stop and slow down. We need to give ourselves some time, some patience, some ability to recognize that we may not have all the answers immediately, and we may need to spend some time and think. Everything may be going on around us, but taking a couple of minutes, just a couple of breaths to slow down will avoid so many mistakes. And as you feel the pressure to move it, as you feel the pressure and the anxiousness to really get going, slow down. Take a deep breath. Everyone actively running around, take a minute to look around, to make sure you're doing it right. If something absolutely has to be done, and it has to be done quickly, take another minute to make sure it's right. All of these things, we have this cognitive ability to really focus on one thing, but we may miss the bigger picture. We may miss something that's going on. One of the things was when my father was working on a boat, the boat was slowly slipping out, and we wanted to run and catch the boat. My father slowed down to make sure the hitch was on the car and was able to make sure that that was safe. So when the boat slipped, it held so it could bring it back up. I was automatically trying to grab the boat, but slowing down to make sure it happens. So slow becomes fast because you don't make mistakes, you don't have errors, you don't have problems. So slow down to speed up is one of the things that I've taken away and I use on a regular basis. And when the adrenaline and pressure gets high, that's the time you slow down. That's the time you recognize this is not quite what we need to do. So what I'd love you to do is the next time you start to feel that pressure, that need to move forward, to get going, you just take a breath. Say, slow down to speed up, or slow is fast. And take another breath and look. I almost guarantee you'll see something you've missed. Now, I love that idea, but sometimes we get so worked up that we need to be reminded by others. And if you start to get that anxious feeling, maybe that's a good terminology. But I'd love to know how you slow down to speed up. Can you put it in the comments below and let's continue this conversation? I look forward to talking to you soon.
Thanks for tuning in to today's episode on the Strategy Session, where we take your business from stuck to unstoppable. Here's another video I think you'd enjoy. If you found these insights valuable, remember to hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell for notifications on our latest videos. Remember, you're not just marketing, you're making history with Ventured Gain.